YouTube, welcome back to a new video. And today as you can see on my screen, I have the Disney castle and I have Mickey and Minnie Mouse right here. So the game is called Magic Kingdom. Obviously it's a Disney inspired roleplay game, so I just wanted to show you guys the graphics that I did about, I want to say 2-3 months ago. Let me get out of the camera. You can see the model here. Oops. Okay, you can see this is the scene. So the focal length is 41 millimeters. As you can see, I'm using SSGI. Here are my settings. Let's see what else. I'm using Eevee. Obviously Cycles is much better in terms of quality, detail, options. That's obvious. But the reason I use Eevee is because it's just a lot faster, and I feel like in post editing in Photoshop I could make up for the Eevee's lack of detail in post editing. So let me go into render mode, and you guys can see this is with the lighting, the sun. I have, let's see, 2 sun objects here. I have an area lights right here for the back, as you can see. I feel like that adds to it as well. So yeah, this is the raw render, the scene right here. So I'm gonna show you guys the work in Photoshop, which is actually where I spent most of the time anyways, because right here is just setting up the scene. Yeah, let's hop into Photoshop and I'm gonna show you guys how I adjusted this render and made the finished product. Alright, so here we are. I have hidden every layer, and that is because I want to show you guys step by step the progression. So here is the raw render, as you saw earlier. If we turn off the background, you can see this is how it looks. So I added this gradient sky, and right here is just some brushing onto the castle to make it just more contrasted. I added a sky right here, and here is a rainbow layered multiple times, even more times, as you can see. There was just some, I guess, fog, and right here is a huge change because I grouped all these up. Okay, anyways, let me turn these off slowly so you guys can see. Alright, here's the character, right? So right here I rasterized it so you can't see the layer style, but as you can see, I added an inner shadow and some lighting onto the character. And right here is just clipped mask where I fixed the low glow here, which I didn't really like. So, and then these lines on the faces, so I fixed those. Some lighting, additional lighting, made it brighter, and same thing for the Mickey here, and then some sparkles onto the castle. As you can see, right here some color corrections, which I use a bunch of color lookups. So here's the first one, second one, third, and you can see how these all add up. Some are in different blending modes. So that's the first group here, and in the second one here, this is a camera raw filter, I believe, and you can see color lookup. I added a gradient overlay here, and now it looks like this. And right here is the logo. But if we take a look here, and right here is the quote-unquote result, and to me this looks pretty good for an icon already. If we take a look at the navigator to see a smaller preview, you know, this looks, I think it looks pretty nice for a game icon. But after some further review, you can see right here, this is what we came up with. So if I take these off and take off this tree, let me show you guys. Take all these off. Boom, some layers there. Okay, so alright, so right here, first of all, this was supposed to be gray. So we changed that, and then added some exposure and curves to just make this look more pleasing. Right here in the back, you can see I'm starting to build this little portal effect on the gate right here. So there we go, just kind of block that out. Add some sparkles, a ton of these actually, some glow, and then right here, let's take a look. right here I made a selection of the sky because I'm adding these bushes and I just clip them into the sky so they automatically look like they are behind the castle, as you can see. So I did the same thing for the other side. Boom. And I feel like these trees just added so much to the icon. And here's some balloons right here. And right here I'm just fixing this weird lip part on Minnie Mouse. Added her mouth and fixed her tongue, which is interesting. Added some buttons for Mickey here. And finally we have the little tag in the corner. So this right here is the finished result. And there's also a nighttime version, which I will show you guys right now. Alright, so here is the fireworks version, which I think is pretty cool. I turned the daytime render into a nighttime scene like this. So I'm going to show you guys the process. Let me just take all these off once again. Alright, so the raw render here, obviously. Here's just some lighting changes as you saw earlier, but the color corrections make a huge difference here. Obviously the scene is not completely dark because the fireworks are very bright, but here you can see some exposure and color lookups to adjust the lighting a little bit. Once again, as you can see. Alright, finally I want to show you guys the UI that I made for this game. There's not too much to it, but I'm gonna show you guys anyways. But before I show you this one, I have to show you guys the first iteration here. So let's take a look at the emote wheel. So you can see selecting emotes, this right here will get split and there's emotes you can choose from. But as you can see, this style is drastically different from this one, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. So I mean, I heard Disney and at first I visualized like fantasy, etc. So I went with this kind of style. Here's the park tour. You see the skip events, and right here I have the UI elements laid out, the voice and emote icons, these which I did not make, but here is the buttons concepts laid out, button panel. After reviewing this, we decided something like this would fit much better. So here is the second iteration, which I did just that. Here is the gold icon with the with the Mickey, and here is the new button panel, which looks very clean. Some progress bars, some buttons, and you can see how the UI is laid out right here. So the currency, we have the side, bottom. Here we have the dialog box, Mickey Mouse. Hey there, I heard you were new to Magic Kingdom and needed a quick tour. Let me know if I can be of assistance. I'd love a tour. No thanks. You see right here, the Twitter icon. But here's the UI, it's not much. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to this video. If you guys would like me to make more videos where I show the commissions that I've done and just kind of walk you guys through it, or just show you anyways if you think it's something interesting to watch and look at, then make sure to leave a like and also comment in down below. Yeah, make sure to comment, check out our store, and with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.